2, 3, 4.
Good morning, my brothers and sisters, on this episode number 330 of the Good Morning Guys podcast. And a happy new year to y'all. 2025 has arrived, and we thank you so much for joining us on this very first episode of the new year. On this fine morning, afternoon, evening, or night, as we talk about the game of life amidst the other games we love to watch and to play. I am one of your hosts, the Brazilian Mountaineer and Transition Ninja, Lucas Ham Swisher. Also with me to my left, the judge, jury, and executioner of fake news and spoilers, Patrick Novacell.
Good morning and happy new year to you guys.
Oh, thanks. Also to our bottoms, that would be Patrick's
touching butts,
right butt cheek and my left butt cheek, Ryan Isley, who is the North Kakalaki himself, and our handyman, Hank McCoy. What's up, Ryan?
Good afternoon and happy new year.
Happy new year. So if you're new with us, joiner, this is the most normalist beginning to an episode we've had in a really long time. So I'm really proud of us for playing it straight, and no guarantees from here on out how it's going to sound, what we're going to do, what it's going to look like. But I can tell you, we're going to do our best. We're going to be real. We're going to have fun, and we are going to continue to be, that's our first resolution as a podcast, to continue to be a garbage truck on fire. So let's light them up.
We're going to have fun, gosh darn it.
Yeah. Let them play. Let them play, ref. Let them play. So
yeah, just want to have fun.
Let's do some updates, shall we? This is What's New News. If you're new again and you don't know how our segments work, we don't really have segments, but we like to pretend we do. So I'll sometimes, maybe once every 20 episodes, mention that we have this segment called What's New News. And we say what's new with us. We really should be like, this should be like our Erfgul section, or like we should rename it instead of What's New to Erfgul or Ergerful. I don't know. There's lots of ways to do it. We can figure that out as we go. But we talk about Orgafiffle. We talk about real life, fake life, and God life, because we're keeping it real. And from time to time, we like to take a break and just have some fake time where we game or whatever, watch movies, shows. And then God, he's a part of the whole process. So we, of course, have God life going as well. So we're going to start with Patrick or me.
Yes.
Well, or both of us, because we just spent the last 4 days together and it was glorious.
We did. Yes, we did. Yeah. Wait, am I going or are you going?
I don't know. I made it sound like it's you, but it could be me, but it could be Ryan if he really wants to just butt in there. It's up to him.
Nah, y'all go ahead.
I'll go. That's fine. I'll go.
You go.
Before I go,
you go.
Past 4 days has been really, really nice. Lucas, his wife Mindy, and both kids stayed with us here in the Novacell household for the past 4 days.
Yes, sir.
And it was, we did a lot of things. I took Lucas and the fam to their first hockey game ever. None of them have ever been to a hockey game before.
Blades of Steel. That's the only thing I've ever done hockey-wise.
Super fun.
Blades of Steel on Nintendo. Dude, it was a blast.
Yeah.
I left the place being like, could I be a real hockey fan? Maybe. Am I going to follow it on TV or the internet? No, not at all. But I could go to more of these. These were fun.
It's way more fun going in person than it is watching it on TV.
And it has 2 halftimes. Like they're just like, hey, period 1. Now we got halftime, and we're gonna do some fun stuff. We're gonna you have some prizes. Then you have the second period, and they're like, hey, guess what? We're back. Halftime again. And it's fun. Like it was, and then we had a fireworks show at the end, which was a blast. I thought it might burn the place down, but it didn't. They didn't burn it down. They did it really well.
That's an interesting choice. Setting off fireworks inside.
Yeah, it was more like here's some really cool sparklers. Here's
it really was
cool fountains that go both up and down.
Yeah. And they had flames.
A lot of like
they had torches and stuff.
Very small Roman style candles, but I say that, but it was a production. So it was what, 15 minutes? fireworks.
Yeah, I'd say 15 minutes. They
yeah.
played like 3 or 4 songs. They did like Bohemian Rhapsody, one or two of Nirvana's songs. I'm trying to remember what those
Nirvana.
songs were, but
Yeah, the Diamond Dallas Page self high five. Dun-dun.
dun-dun. Yeah.
Oh. Yep. Yeah. So yeah, it was good.
It was fun.
Yeah. So we went back after that was on New Year's Eve. Went back to our house and had some folks over. We played some games.
Yep.
We played this game called Sussed, and it's a game where you play with if you have at least 3 players, it's good, but you have to have having a big group like we had was very good to play with so many more people, because what the game is you have a card and you read a question and there's 3 responses and the rest of the table has to guess what the answer is that you would give. So for example, if it's I'd be more interested in, or no, let's do what Mindy said. So Mindy was like, I could fake a profession as a paleontologist, 2 a secret agent, or 3 librarian. I don't know, or whatever the third one is, whatever it is. And then the rest of the table has to select who they think that she would select. So
there was a clear answer to that one. It was secret agent.
Yeah, I had a question.
Everybody got it right.
I had a question. In video games, I'm more interested in graphics, the story, or characters?
The console.
I can't remember.
No,
the console. The console
like
is being
platform
played
you're
on.
playing on. I was like,
and then
Lucas
is over here. Secret letter D gameplay,
because gameplay is king. Patrick said that multiple times, and I'm like, this is wrong, and I feel like I should have gotten a dozen points for that.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, the characters are doing the gameplay, sort of.
No, they're not. We are. We're doing it. We're doing all the work. They're just like laying there, like moving around. I can't do this myself.
Polygons on a screen.
Yeah, you ever played those games where it's very hard to control your character, like those human fall flats? Octodad, get out of here! These games are awful.
Get out of here!
Gameplay's awful. Speaking of games, Lucas introduced me to a new game that I've never played before, and that's Diablo 4.
Oh,
so
right!
It's free
Killing
on Game
some
Pass.
Demons.
So we were playing some Minecraft. I don't think it's ever been off Game Pass.
Oh, whoops! I deleted it.
It's still on. It's still on there. Because we were gonna do the free trial, and then it said install with Game Pass. I'm like, all right, well, let's just play the whole thing.
I guess we'll do both. That means we can play double the time.
Yeah. So yeah, we were playing Minecraft Dungeons during the day, and then Diablo 4.
Well, it didn't start that way.
I've never played it before.
No,
You're like,
this was my bad. I was like, it might be okay. But then all of a sudden, the cutscenes were coming back to me, and we got through the first cutscene, and most people were not in the room, but my son came and paid attention from time to time, and I can't remember I don't think Clark was in there, but he was just like, "Oh,
is that the one with all the blood?"
I mean, it's about killing the devil. So
yeah, I know.
And
I remember watching the first cutscene. I think
the cutscenes show more about the bad side than they do the good side.
Yeah.
And then we got to the second cutscene, and right at the beginning, I was like, "Wait, I remember this." I'm like, "Patrick, let's play this game at night and play something else during the day." And good thing, because that night we watched it, and I mean, it went from 0 to 100, and Patrick's like, "Oh my." Like it got.
It's a good thing we're playing this at night.
Bloody, and I was just like, "Oh, this isn't a good take. This isn't a good look for the kids." Night and day games.
Yeah.
So,
so we played some Diablo 4. Circling back to the first day that picked up Lucas, I sent a message in our group chat, and I was like, "Hey, going to pick up Lucas," and Mark responds. He's like, "Hey, what? You guys are doing it today?" So he made the 2.5-hour drive on New Year's Eve, and we hung out with Mark, which was really cool. Met him at a used video game store, and got some games.
Retro Revival.
Yeah, Retro Revival. They have a ton of games. I went there looking for Celebrity Deathmatch for PS2, and I'll tell you what, they had.
He went to fish. He went to fish and got his
Wow.
wish. We're like, let's go.
How much was that?
$13.
And let me tell you again, this was a night game. No kids allowed
Of course.
because it got crazy.
Like the Celebrity Deathmatch claymation animation style
Yes.
from
Oh, yeah.
Cartoon Network. Or
Listen,
like
Ryan.
Adult Swim?
One of the characters that we played as was quite comical, but it was Ron Jeremy.
Oh God.
So you can imagine, we're not going to explain for our listeners. If you don't know, you know, if you know, and if you don't know, we're not going to be the one. You need to talk to mommy and daddy, and they'll tell
Yeah.
you who Ron Jeremy is.
Maybe
it
do
got-
a private private filter Google search or something.
Oh my, don't even do a Google search. Yeah, I don't know how you
Just
Ooh,
don't.
like,
Just don't.
can you type into Google non-picture search of so and so they don't give you any photos? 'Cause, oh man, that would be bad.
Who is Ron?
Oh man, there were moments where I was like, I'm really glad this isn't modern graphics, because if it were modern graphics, it would be nasty. Like
Yeah.
it was, yeah. But it was
Like-
we were laughing and we were having a good old
Did they
time.
like animate it like claymation style?
Oh yeah,
They did,
Oh,
yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
best they could. It was PS2, so
Right.
No, they did a really good job for being on PS2. I think they did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, man.
I
I mean, I thought Clay
$13
Fighters was.
It was a.
I thought Clay Fighters on SNES was more clay than this one.
Well, yeah. Maybe.
It borderlined.
I don't
polygonal.
remember. Yeah,
You remember
my
Clay
memory's not
Fighters
serving
on
me.
SNES?
I remember it, but I'm not. In my head, can I compare the two? I
Clay
can't right now.
Fighters. Why does that sound familiar but not?
Dude, I love that game, Clay Fighters.
Yeah.
Back in the day. Back in the day. He's clicking. He's searching.
I
yeah,
am.
yeah.
Sorry.
It still was.
I
it
know
was
you
fun.
hear my keyboard too, and I love it.
Click, 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 click. I mean, it's more like click, click,
I was trying to be respectful.
click, click. It's all good.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
does this look?
Celebrity
Does it look
Deathmatch.
good? I thought you were pulling up Clay Fighters.
No, but like one of the pictures, I'm pretty sure is Ron Jeremy because there's a
Yeah.
banana
Yeah.
between his
Yeah.
legs.
Oh yeah, that was one of your moves. Another one, he dropped big disco balls on top of his enemies to finish
Of
them
course.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
looking at Clay Fighters. It's about the same type of graphics.
Was it?
SNES did it really well then.
Yeah, they did, right? Because that's
Yeah.
it's a lot less graphic power.
Right.
All right.
What else we do? Oh, we watched the new Nate Bargatze special. Your friend Nate Bargatze.
You watched it for the what would that be? The second
It
and a
was
half
the
time?
it was the
halftime?
second time because I fell asleep on Christmas Eve Christmas because I had a little bit too much to drink and I fell asleep during it. So we watched it with the Swishers. Bargatze is hilarious. He is so
Yeah.
funny.
It is hilarious. Faux show.
What else? What else we do?
I will say I felt like his delivery was a little slower. And I think that was partially because he was talking to such a big crowd. I feel like maybe it took a little longer for the crowd to get refocused on him once he would make like a really
He-
good joke and everybody's laughing.
He was in the middle of the arena and not on stage.
Yeah. This was the biggest
like a
setup I've ever
circle
seen
arena?
for him.
Like
Yeah.
thing
Yeah,
where
where
they
he
put
had to
him in the
walk
middle of the
around
crowd.
and talk to everybody. Yeah. That
But
could
it
have
was a
something to do
huge
with it.
stadium. Like it's easily the biggest crowd. And I felt like he was kind of like going really slow at the jokes. I was like, are you going to start talking again? Like he would just stare. But his jokes hit. They were funny. It was regular Nate Bargatze fashion of, stories and it's good stuff.
Yeah. And then on New Year's Day, before we went over to the in-laws for the annual New Year's Day bonfire, we watched the movie Wicked.
Yes.
Yes,
You
we
know it.
did. I am not big on musicals, so I knew this wasn't going to be a 10 out of 10 like it is for you, Ryan. I don't know what Lucas your rating is. I don't think you gave a rating. You
We
might
can
have
talk
given-
about it.
But overall, I enjoyed some of the songs. the first song that was about loathing, whatever that song is
Loathing.
called.
That's what it's
Loathing. Loathing.
Is it? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You got it.
called. Loathing. Unadulterated loathing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Great.
the first real catchy song in it.
It was, yeah. So that got me into it. And then the other song was Popular. Popular
Yeah.
was a good one.
Yeah,
And
you like
then
the school related ones. I think that's because you're a High School Musical stan. So you were just like, oh, I like these. These are
All in this together.
Why you keep using the word "stan" like it's gonna stick with me. Like I don't.
no, I'm not. It's not gonna stick with you. I'm reaching out to our 3 audience members that know what that means.
Oh yeah, I know what it means.
don't
I know
worry.
what it means to stand.
You're not an audience member. buddy.
I
Not-
had that.
Not
He called me
anymore.
a stan earlier, and I was like, "What does that mean?"
Dude, that's an old phrase. That's like
is.
decades before skibbity. Oh, I can't believe I just said that. Oh, let me go get a soap. I need to clean up my mouth.
Yeah, you need to take a sip right now.
Yeah, let me get a drink and like swish it around like
Some
Mouth
hard
wine.
liquor, please.
no. I'm in a dry household right now. So there's no fireball to be had.
You gotta sneak
but-
it in. You gotta sneak it into
I
your
did get-
core line.
did-
Your core water.
It's at old Patty's house.
Oh, you had Fireball? Of course. I don't even know why I asked. Of course
Had
it was Fireball.
always have. No, we didn't. We
Yeah.
didn't you drink as much Fireball as I thought we would have.
Well, that's
I
good.
mean,
Probably.
We drank double the amount I did last time. So because the last time I did it once, this time twice. So maybe next time 3 times. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, you never know.
And then at the end of Wicked, there was like I don't know, felt like 15 minutes of no singing, and I was like,
Patrick loved it.
This is the best 15 minutes of the entire movie.
Oh, the like
And then they
the
then they
part where
start
they're
singing.
doing the
Are
wizard
you
stuff.
happy
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
song? And I was like,
Mhm.
oh, they started singing again. They could have.
But it led up
I'll-
to the most powerful song in the movie.
Mhm.
Like
yeah,
it gives you goosebumps. Like
It really does.
Elfie's
Yeah.
singing is woo. Like she is
Yeah.
in fuego. Like that is
The ending was awesome. The ending was really, really awesome. And knowing it was part 1 and to have that type of ending was awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
we did do
for
we
me-
did do the movie Patrick style though. Like
Stopped
We
halfway
got-
through.
so
got-
we didn't stop halfway through, but Patrick definitely took like a 10-15 minute potty break. And so during the movie, when what's the one dancing?
Yeah, dancing through life.
Yeah, Dancing Through Life.
Scheming
When
to
Dancing
save-
Through Life was on, I was like, oh, Patrick might like this. So I filmed like 30 seconds of it and sent it to him while he's on the toilet. And, said, hey, man, this is what you missed. And this is what's going on. And then he came back. And then we got to about the 2 hour and 4 minute mark. There was like 25, 30 minutes left. And Mel was like, all right, guys, time to eat some BLTs. Let's have lunch. And I'm like, okay, let's do it. And Patrick's like, yes, I'm hungry. And then people are going in, getting their food. I'm like, okay, so we're eating our food, just kind of talking and chatting. And I'm like, all right, let's get back to the movie so we can finish this. This is weird. And yeah. But it was the best time to pause it because that last 25, 30 minutes is like action packed.
yeah.
With the
I even
Song
thanked
Gravity.
everyone. I was like, thanks guys for stopping the movie.
Yeah, we
2 hours in.
humored him.
Give it a little bit of a break, you know, just keeping it
Yeah.
real. Keep it Novacell. Keeping it
Both
the
Patrick and
Novacell
Claire
way.
were like, this is almost 3 hours long.
Yeah.
They were just
It's
like,
a
they're
long
about to have an
movie.
aneurysm. Like they were just like, oh my gosh, I'm not
It
gonna
was
make
one-
this.
1 hour in, I lock eyes with Claire, and I'm like, oh my gosh, if it was just us watching this is where we would stop.
Yeah, I believe that. I'm glad we could
Did
help.
Claire
you,
like it?
persevere.
Yeah, she thought it was okay. I need to get a
She
rating.
seemed
From her,
like she
though.
did.
I'll ask her. Let me ask.
What's
you
your
need to get a
rating?
rating
You were
from her.
about to give your rating. What's your rating?
Oh yeah, let's hear it.
My rating is a B.
okay. Okay.
Yeah. Well, so I
For
have
a musical,
This,
that's like
I have this
that's like
movie
an A+.
logbook, and
yeah, let's hear
there are 5-star ratings on here. So what I'm gonna do is, if it's 5 stars, it's an A. 4 stars, it's a B, and so forth.
Okay.
Um,
That's fair. I feel like that's
So-
pretty fair.
yeah. I put in here, there's like section for comments. I said there's an incredible ending. The songs Popular, Loathing, and Defying Gravity were great. And then there's a bunch of boxes I can check. I checked just okay. Can't wait for the sequel, and also award worthy. Like this, it was like even though it's not like my type of genre of movie. I know this is a great movie. Yeah,
your type of Jenner.
Your type of Jenner.
Yeah, that's how I read when I was reading GamePro when I was little. I read it as Jenner. I was like, no one's ever said this before.
I made it sound French. I remember thinking it was genre, like
genre,
like genre. Like you have to read the E at the end.
I don't remember how I said that, but this happened not too long ago with a word for my wife. I think it was the Beatitudes. And she called them the Beatitudes.
The Beatitudes.
Yeah,
awesome.
right, yeah.
All right, guys, let's get the Beatitudes.
I was like, that's the Beatitudes.
Beatboxitudes. That's what I want to hear is the beatboxitudes.
The beatboxitudes, yeah.
Blessed are the poor in spirit. Because they will inherit the earth.
That's in the Chosen after dark.
Oh, totally. Yeah, after credits. Blooper scene.
After credits, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, B is good, man.
Yeah.
For a genre that's not your thing, to give it a B, I feel like that's pretty high marks.
Yeah, and my wife was like, "But you," because I don't like musicals. She's like, "It's very specific. I got to be very specific about the ones that I like." And she's like, "You liked Enchanted, that Disney movie?" And I was like, "Yeah, but they made fun of themselves for this." And like the main character was a cartoon character that came into real life, and she was singing everything, and everyone's like, "Why are you singing? Why is everyone dancing?"
That
like,
movie was good too. I didn't like that movie.
Yeah, yeah.
I forgot that movie. That's a good one.
Yeah,
a happy working song.
Yeah, it's a fun.
It really is making fun of
to be
itself, so it
funny.
makes
It
it
really
that much
is.
better.
Yeah.
It really is.
Yeah.
All right, so you give it a B.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give it a. I think I'm gonna give it an A minus, or maybe. I don't know. Like I think it's like an 8.9. I don't know. I'm gonna give it a 9. 9 out of 10. A minus. I really there's two things. There's one thing that pushes it up, and there's one thing that brings it down for me. I inherently don't like. I'm gonna be honest. I don't say this, and I try not to go into judge, but I don't like part ones that are bloated like this. The worst of them being the 3-part Hobbits movies. Those are like my least favorite.
I started watching The Hobbit, and I was like, I can't. Like this is
buddy.
Smaug.
I don't want to get angry. Smaug was amazing.
However,
like Cumberbatch,
Benedict Cumberbatch did a great job.
Oh, he rocked it. He took what they gave him and he elevated it. Like Smaug was already inherently a cool dragon. Like but they just
watching the clips of him doing the mocap for it, I'm like, dude.
Oh, I haven't seen that. I should watch that.
go watch the clips.
He was all in,
like as the mocap person for it. It's he gets into it.
Yeah, but I just feel like I want to know. Like I want to know what happens, and so it brings it down, but it doesn't really because they're building anticipation. They do an excellent job. But for me, the second thing that brings it up is I just love a good villain, and this is like it's kind of like Maleficent in the sense that they're focusing on the villain of the original story, trying to show their perspective. But I feel like in this, they do it masterfully. Maleficent doesn't do it in a way where I'm like, oh man, I feel so bad for her. I'm like, it's, difference of opinions. But this one is
the beginning of the movie, they're like, the witch is dead. Let's all dance and sing.
Man, yeah.
The
Patrick was
dead.
like, wow, this is harsh. And then they light her little
then they light a bonfire that's made like
blazing. Like, geez.
I'm like, this is brutal. And so my son, he's over there and he's on his phone. He's watching like YouTube or whatever, and he leaves. And I go see, like, hey, you want to go watch the movie? He's like, I don't like the premise of it. And I was like, what do you mean? He's like, they're being so mean to the witch. And I was like, dang, he's such a good heart, man. He's such a good heart.
That is tough. I agree. And this would bring me down a little bit in the movie. Is I don't like when people are like almost unbelievably like mean to people. I'm like, the fact that every single person like looks at a green person, they're like, "Oh my gosh, you're so horrid." I'm
Right.
like, every single person's gonna act like that, and like just the way they judge her. I get it's like it's meant to be that way because that's kind of the way the culture is of whatever that universe is called. I guess it's Oz. I guess is the whole thing, right?
Oz. Yeah.
It's like New York. Oz is the city and the whole place, right?
Right.
Like Munchkinland, Oz, the city of Oz and Oz. Anyways, yeah, and I just love a good villain in a like she has depth to her, and even Galinda, she has depth to her, even though you just want to punch her in the face. Like she's just so absolutely just terribly superficial and fake, and yet she's so good at being that way. And then even when they flip her for a little bit, and they show in the second half, I feel like of part one, they really show her depth of as a character, where she wants to be. Like she does understand some stuff, even though she's very superficial and very self-absorbed to like a Mean Girls level. That's just like, oh my gosh, just slap her around somebody. But they did a great job with both characters, and pretty much everybody. It was solid, 9 out of 10.
Yeah, they did it. They did do a really good job. I'm extremely looking forward to the second half. Or the part 2.
And I'm glad Patrick's excited for the second half.
Lucas, did you go see it on Broadway?
No, I did not. So I have no idea what I'm getting into.
Okay, so
I'm just like,
I think that's why I hold it in such high regard, because I saw it on Broadway and it was fantastic, and I was like, this needs to be a movie like now.
Yeah.
And then
now, based on what you know,
for it to be a movie.
with no spoilers, do they have it based on part 1? Do you think they have it set up where part 2 will be even better? Like knowing the songs or knowing what's going to happen in the second half?
I definitely think the better songs are in part 1. Part 2 does have some good songs. But
now is the play or the musical, is it 6 hours long?
Heck
like
no.
or
No.
The whole play is like
what are they? Yeah.
What this first?
So
are
there new songs for the movie that weren't in the play?
Like what do they?
No, all of those songs were in the play. They're just short.
So what did they expand upon? I don't understand how they.
I honestly just think it was just like movie set pieces. Like they kind of extended some of the scenes out longer.
Yeah.
I think that's the main thing. They just kind of extended some stuff out longer, like the stuff in the classrooms that got extended. Let me think. What else? It felt like a lot of those songs are not that long. Dancing Through Life is not 10 minutes long.
I mean, yeah, he dances the night away.
He dances a long time.
He dances a long time.
That song's not that long in the play. In the play, like those songs are maybe 3 minutes max. I think the longest song in the play is still Defying Gravity.
Yeah.
And even still, that's like what, maybe 4 or 5 minutes. But like there's just all the extra acting and all the stuff that they had to put in it for the movie. Like,
right. It makes sense.
Kind of seems like it seemed like it fluffed it up a lot more.
Now, Ryan, you can't say much of anything because you already know, but Patrick, do you feel like, and this was something I had fun with talking with my family about. Mindy, I think, is the only one who knows, and she doesn't even know a lot. She just accidentally saw some spoilers for this part 2. But I believe we've already met all the characters from Wizard of Oz, like the lion, the scarecrow, the Tin Man. And so, Patrick, do you think you know who each of them are?
I know the lion.
Yeah, that's pretty obvious. Right?
That was like straight, in your face.
And he was like, "Oh, he's so scared," and all this stuff. It's like, "Oh yeah, well, that's the cowardly lion."
But the Tin Man and the Scarecrow. No, I didn't recognize or pay attention.
I do think Act 2 is going to. I think Act 2 is going to be a better movie than this.
Probably more dramatic things happen.
It's going to be, it's a lot more dramatic. The second half of the play is a lot.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah.
Here's my prediction. So, Ryan, do not respond or give away anything because Patrick and I don't care, but Patrick doesn't like spoilers. We're going to respect him. I think the Scarecrow, which is the dim-witted who needs a brain, is gonna be is Bucky. So Bach. That's what I said.
His name is Bach.
I know, but that was my play on Galinda because she
I know because
messes up
she
his
just
name.
murders his name.
Vic
all the
Buck
time.
is the redheaded guy who in real life is Ariana Grande's
boyfriend. Yep.
And then I think the Heartless, the axe dude, the Tin Man is gonna be Guy Fieri, whatever his name is, the Prince. I can't ever remember his name.
I want you to recast this whole movie with those people.
The glasses on the back of his head and then the blonde tip.
We're here in Flavor Town, Oz.
Here at Shiv University, they've got this sandwich that's to die for. It's called what is it? Congratulations on your fantastic
my
sandwich.
Kids, when we watched it with the kids, they were like, why are they saying all these words wrong?
Yeah, Patrick loved that, by the way.
Yeah. Don't
like,
be
what are these
so
idiots?
pessimistical. It's like, what?
Yeah.
You don't
Like a normal
put a
person,
hole on
idiot.
it.
You gotta start using those at work now.
Right.
At the end of the movie, I was like, congratulations to everyone who made congratulations to everyone who made this movie.
Exactly. Yeah. And then the other thing that I think is gonna send Elphaba over the edge to truly become the Wicked Witch is her sister's gonna tragically something's gonna happen, which I don't see how she can be the Wicked Witch of the East, but maybe she's gonna unlock, because in the original Wizard of Oz, when Dorothy comes and smashes
the house,
she smashes the Wicked Witch of the East, and they're like, oh yeah, you ticked her sister off, the Wicked Witch of the West. So it's like,
the witch is dead. The wicked witch.
anyways,
Her toes got to curl backwards too.
Yeah, and they got to curl up, right? But I really like how it now. I'll never watch. I mean, I hardly ever watch The Wizard of Oz, but I will never watch it the same after.
Oh yeah, once you've seen Wicked, and then you go and watch The Wizard of Oz.
I kind of want them to make The Wizard of Oz again, like cast these people and just do it.
So my wife follows spoiler things and stuff, and she's thinking along the lines of what everyone else on the interwebs is saying about this. Like after Act 2, they're going to then remake Wizard of Oz.
I think it's time. I mean,
to play inside of this, because like the Wizard of Oz does happen like in between like parts 1 and parts 2 of this movie. So like by the end of it, it's like the end of the Wizard of Oz.
I'm looking at it right now, and I think it's time for a remake. I mean, this movie came out in 1939.
Yeah,
like it's been 85
not really that
years.
Good.
It's been 84 years.
Yeah, it's been 84 years. I don't know why I sound like Bane just now. And it's really one dimensional. None of the characters are really. I mean, the songs are, classic,
right?
Yeah, but we need an update. It's time.
I think the update was The Wiz, and they thought that was good enough. With
The Wiz.
Did you never see The Wiz?
I've seen Oz. I've never seen The Wiz.
Is that Oz Great and Powerful with Harry Osborn?
Jackson as the Scarecrow.
I don't think I ever saw this.
No, I've never seen this at all.
Now I wish we would have watched that too.
This.
Oh, it's something.
It sounds like it.
It's something.
Anything you call The Wiz, like really?
It looks like the cast of Thriller,
basically.
the music video did Wizard of Oz.
Yeah, but Michael Jackson probably was like, I want to make this my own movie, and then he did it
as the Scarecrow. Special.
I'm gonna put this as the graphic for the episode.
Please do.
This is incredible.
Oh gosh.
Now I gotta look this up while you guys talk.
It is special.
I will say the songs in The Wiz though are banging.
Are they fire?
Yeah. They're all written by Michael Jackson. Like I feel like all
that makes sense.
Either Michael Jackson or Quincy Jones, I'm sure.
I don't think it's like 50% though. Like 5 out of 10
the movie's
all
trash,
around.
but the songs
Wow, that is super special.
Richard Pryor's in it. Oh yeah, I mean it's.
Oh my
Jeez.
gosh, are you serious? He's
Yeah,
the
man.
Scarecrow.
Diana Ross.
Yep.
Is Dorothy?
Oh no,
It's
it's
some,
not the
it's some
Scarecrow.
heavy hitters in there.
Wow.
It's crazy. It's wild. Oh, good times.
Huh.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Good times indeed. They
Yeah.
were had.
Let's see. A couple things outside of Lucas being here. I watched a few things this past week.
All right.
One of which was What If, that new season.
Dang it, I forgot that
Uh,
came out. Is it
Oh
good?
my goodness. The first half of the series, it's good in its own right. I mean, if you like What If, you're gonna like this.
All right, cool.
But the last like 2.5 episodes are awesome.
It just
They're so
climbs
good.
real fast.
It does. It ramps up and it's awesome.
Good.
I won't
I
give
will
any
be watching
spoilers
that.
away, but just know that you know there's a point, there's a shift in it. You'll know when that is, and then it just continues that story for the rest of the last 2 episodes.
Now,
is this the
it
last
sounds
one
like-
of the what ifs they're doing?
Yeah,
Is this the last
This is the
season of What If?
finale.
Oh,
believe
it's
so.
it's
I
the
think
end
it's
of
the
it.
series finale. Yeah.
I believe so. I saw that
Oh.
it said this is it.
Oh dang! I feel like they
Sorry
could
to-
do.
They've been
they
so
could-
good. Like they've.
Yeah.
Sorry to be a Debbie Downer.
When I first watched it, I was like, "There's no way this is going to be good." And then I
oh man.
was like, "Man, dang, this is good. Why is this so good? Why do I
Yeah.
want more of this? Where is
There-
season 2?" I was
Yeah,
like
there-
screaming at my TV.
Give me more now.
There's an episode where Shang-Chi and Hawkeye, the female Hawkeye, are in a Western. And I'm like, why
That's
is this
awesome.
anything? And then I'm watching, and I was like, this has no right to be as good as it is.
Yeah, that's hilarious. I mean, the possibilities
Oh.
are endless with What If, so it does make me sad too. Like, just keep going, run it into the ground. It's fine. You know, they ran everything else into the ground. So
Right. They,
No,
they,
yeah.
yeah. They
Let's-
But
made,
it's, they're,
let's
so,
enjoy
they're
it.
so short.
they made
you know,
Thor:
like-
The Dark
Yeah.
World. They can.
oh yeah,
Oh.
yeah. They could do 2 more seasons and still not reach the lows of Thor to the Dark World.
Oh my god. Yeah.
I watched that movie. It's not good.
I've watched that
you
movie
watch it the first
probably-
time, you're like, this is pretty bad. You watch it again, you're like, why am I doing this to my
Yeah.
friends?
Yeah. And then my kids are like, "We want to watch it," and I'm like,
No, you
"Okay, I
don't.
guess if I have to."
Yeah. There's
Yeah.
45 million other better Marvel movies.
I will show you What If you like.
Yeah.
Just watch What If.
Yeah, yeah.
So how do you rank the seasons now? No,
It's,
what first,
see-
before you answer that, wait, put a pin in that.
Yeah.
I just want to, because you going off of what you said, how it ramps up the last 2.5. Is it akin to season 1's ramping of when there's a turning point and you're like, whoa, they're doing something.
this is bigger. This is bigger.
bigger?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I'm excited.
yeah.
Bigger. All right.
But yeah, it's season
Ranking.
season 1 is number 1. Season 3 is number 2, and then season 2 is number 3.
Okay.
Flip flop
Cool.
2 and 3.
Yeah, I can't
Yeah.
wait. I've only
many
watched episode
episodes?
1, so I think 8, 9.
Is it 8 or 9?
I think
Those-
8 episodes.
Yeah.
8.
All right. Cool.
Yeah, I think 8. I think 8's right.
Yeah.
Yep. I'll be watching those.
Yes,
Um,
sir.
And then the other show that I watched was it's in the game, the Madden story on Amazon Prime, 4-episode
Oh.
documentary about
It's 4
EA
episodes. Document?
yeah, it's only 4 episodes.
Dang.
Yeah, but it's about how EA Sports was created, what they did back in the 80s, how they created John Madden, what they did in the Sega Genesis era. Like it is wild how all this happened. One of the things I didn't know about was they were creating the John Madden for Sega Genesis, and they went to Sega, and Sega's like, no, we already have Joe Montana football. And so
Oh,
what they did
wow.
is they took the Sega Genesis and they reverse engineered it so they could build their game for the Sega Genesis. They did it illegally, by reverse
Really?
engineering and all that stuff.
Ooh.
And then they had a meeting with Sega and they put their cartridge in. It worked. It played. At this point, there was no like NFL licenses.
Mhm.
and there were like no names. It was just like San Francisco versus Dallas. It was just and like the colors of them, no logos or anything.
Right.
And so they put all that stuff in there without any approval from the NFL or Sega or anybody. And they're
what
all like,
Madden game would this have been?
92 or 93.
Good grief.
Yeah. So wild. So they created it. It was incredible. One of the best selling Maddens of all time. And then they were working on their Joe Montana football for the next year, and Joe Montana football was not going to come out in time. So they gave the game to EA Sports to also create.
Oh, wow.
So not only did they have Madden, but EA Sports was also making Joe Montana. So what they did is they just did a color palette swap, removed a whole bunch of features for Joe Montana, put them out at the same time, and then that's the last you saw of Joe Montana football. Like, it was just such a conflict of interest, like, So and just seeing how John Madden was so involved every year in the creation of it. And he pushed everyone, challenged everyone to make it better. And so they wanted to make him proud. So they worked even harder, and it was just really cool story from what they did in the 80s to what they're currently doing now. It was a really cool documentary. So if you like Madden, or if you like documentaries, I mean, this is an incredible show. So yeah, it was cool. A plus. Like, it was really, really, really well done. They went back and forth in timelines.
You said 4 episodes?
4 episodes on Amazon Prime.
They're about
video.
What, an hour and a half?
Hour long. No,
hour long each. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll give that a watch.
Yeah, really, really cool. Really cool stuff.
Cool.
I think that's it. Yeah, that's about it.
All right. Well, before I go ahead, Ryan, why don't you go ahead? We'll do halftime. We'll do halftime show. Yep. And you update us on your life, and then I'll give my version.
All right.
Hang out with Patrick.
Well, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, buddy.
To you as well.
I'm super jealous that I did not get to come hang out, but it's all good. It'll happen
next time.
Yeah.
Next time, baby.
Yeah.
Next time.
Got to get my finances in order so I can just take random trips like that. Working on it. That's my New Year's resolution, is to work on that.
Hey, next time you come into town, I have this nice man cave where Lucas and Mindy were sleeping for 4 days. So if you come into town, this could all be yours.
Oh,
yes, sir.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, and it's free of charge.
All right, cool. I'll keep that in mind. Maybe we'll take a trip up there. Just come hang out. Let me know when you're not coughing, though. So
yeah, I got this stupid little weird cough going on.
Man, it's going around my house too.
I mean, it's not like I have all the energy.
All of us are coughing.
Yeah.
No one's actually sick, but all of us are coughing.
Yeah. What the heck?
Stupid weather, man. What's been going on with me? I think I stayed up till 12.
Oh yeah? You think you made it?
I think I did.
Not sure.
I think I did. I don't know. I definitely went to sleep right after. I was like, all right, 12:01. Okay, I'm gonna sleep now.
Okay, see you guys. Happy New Year.
Yeah, actually I did, because I was in the Married to the Games video chat with Grand Hellhammer and Holy Headshot. We were just being stupid. I think Neebs popped in there for a second.
Nice.
Yeah.
So it's good to hear from Neebs. And then I heard his child in the background still screaming. I was like, yes, he still screams. Yeah. So what's been going on? Real life, not a whole lot. I've been off of work. I had like one more vacation day I could take that was free. So I took it for New Year's Eve. And then I had New Year's Eve and New Year's Day off. So that was nice. Went back to work today. My boss is currently not there because he just welcomed his first child. So
right. Congratulations.
congratulations,
Ryan
Jacob
Foss.
and
I
Brittany.
mean, congratulations.
Congratulations, indeed. Congratulations on your new baby boy. Super happy for them. It might mean that my wife gets to take their baby pictures. I'm not sure yet. He's still deciding.
Right. Mm-hmm. Fair.
Kids, I cannot wait for them to go back to school. I'm tired of seeing them.
Yeah. I feel that, man.
Mom and Dad can't wait for school.
What
to
is the
start
countdown?
again.
Next week. They go back next week. So I can have my wife back in the afternoons and we can have our lunch dates again. And our special time for
Cool.
lunch.
Get your lunch times in.
Yeah, I might give my lunch time, if you know what I'm saying.
Whatever do you mean?
Stuff. What else has been going on? Honestly, not a ton. Real life. I can't believe it's already 2025. I don't remember half of what happened in 2024 now. Like it's a blur, man.
That happens.
The slow march of time is really not that slow, and I don't like that. So you gotta be more intentional.
Here's hoping you can be more intentional in 2025. Pay attention, not miss it. Don't let it blur by you. Live in the moment.
It felt like a blur, man. It definitely does. Gaming wise and fake life stuff. Honestly, for like the past month and a half, 2 months, as far as watching anything, it's not really been anything. It's mostly been whatever my kids put on the TV. And for a good solid month, I won't say a month, maybe a good solid 2 weeks, I was watching either Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse or Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. Because whenever it's on the TV, I have to stop and watch it because it's just so good.
Nothing wrong with that. Those movies are stupendous.
Oh, y'all are watching this again? And then I'll just sit there and watch the rest of the movie. I'm like, dang it, I needed to do stuff. I'm not being protected. So yeah, that was playing on the TV, but now because Wicked is out and available for purchase, we bought it immediately and we watched it as a family on, I think that was on New Year's Eve. Yeah, is when it came out. So we bought it New Year's Eve, watched it that night, and since then my daughter has watched it. I think today makes the 4th time.
Oh my gosh.
So she's just been playing it.
She's all in.
She's just been rolling in it. She's got for Christmas, she got a black Elphaba dress and a pink Galinda dress. So she's like swapping clothes and changing clothes whenever they're singing and stuff.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, she loves to dress up and do that stuff. What did we get the boys for Christmas? Did we talk about what you guys got for Christmas? We did. Didn't we?
We did.
What'd you get your kids?
Clark got a whole new gaming setup. He got a office desk or a gaming desk. And you got a gaming chair and you got a laptop.
Did he get your old laptop? You didn't give him that old thing, did you?
I know. I didn't give him the old one that's gonna blow up.
Might take off and fly away.
Yeah, he didn't. So what I did was
story time.
He didn't necessarily get it for Christmas. It just happened to be 2 days after Christmas.
Gotcha.
So it was a few weeks ago, and he's been telling me his computer sucks for quite some time, but all he's really playing on it is Roblox. So it's like it runs it fine, and that's if you end up needing it for more, whether that's school or if he starts to get older and he starts to want to play more mature type of games that require a lot of graphical prowess from the laptop, then yes, then let's talk about it. And so this has been going on for a while. And he comes to me. He's like, Dad, I need to show you the lag on my laptop. And I'm like, all right. So I'll walk in there, and he drags his cursor. He's in Roblox, drags his cursor, moves it over, and then about a second later, the camera moves. And I was like, oh my gosh. Like,
that's bad.
My heart dropped as a gamer. I was like, this, I would want to throw my laptop out the window.
Not acceptable.
Yeah. So he puts it on the lowest of the low. There's like 10 graphics settings, 1 through 10. He puts it on 1, and there's like no draw distance, only like a few feet in front of you what you can see, so you really can't tell what's going on, and it runs okay. But if you move it anywhere up to 2, 3, 4, it gets worse and worse and worse and worse. And I'm like, oh, all right. And so I'm like, it's time. It's time to get you a new one then. So I cashed in I at work. If I do a lot of things health related, whether that's working out is where I get all my points for at work for health.
Oh yeah, I have like a bank where you do like how healthy you are. You get
it's called Vitality, and
that is crazy. I wish I had that.
I wish I did
racked
too,
them up this past year.
Yeah,
if mine was related to like sick days and how many sick days I don't take, I'd be fine. I'd be able to come up there and hang out with y'all.
Yeah,
yeah. So I cashed those in. I cashed in a whole bunch of Microsoft points towards Amazon gift cards. Mel had a gift card that she had gotten for Christmas that she had put towards that, and then I got some money from my in-laws for Christmas, so I put that towards the Clark's laptop fund. And then I found 2 laptops that were like, okay, this is a mid-range gaming laptop, something that that's gonna last him the next 5-10 years. I don't want to get him something that is only able to play Roblox for the next year, and then it's just going to be out of date. He's going to need a new laptop. So I wanted to get him something that's going to last. Found two of those, and I talked to my buddy at work, and I was like, this is what I want. And he ends up finding the same 2 laptops that I'm looking at. But the one laptop that I ended up getting him, there's 2 different versions. One is an Intel processor. The other one was a Ryzen 5.
AMD.
And yeah, the guy, and he's like, the Ryzen 5 is much better than the Intel. It's like 33% faster CPU processing. And I was like, okay, go. And it was the same price. There was no difference in price. So went ahead and got that one, and ended up being a total price of $34 for him.
Nice.
So yeah,
well done.
So I got him. He got the laptop. It was around Christmas, but we considered it to be towards his Christmas presents.
Yeah, that counts. That counts.
Yeah, that counts. That counts.
So it was a very big Christmas for him because he got a whole new setup.
This is what you get. Santa is broke after that.
Yeah.
Santa took all of Dad's gift cards. I just want you to know that.
Next year he's gonna get a mouse pad.
Right.
It's got to be an RGB mouse pad.
That's funny. For our kids, we're doing it in multiple stages. So because we're having 3 Christmases, with the last Christmas kind of being the cleanup Christmas from us. That I'll be honest.
When y'all get back?
Yeah, once we're back, I have no idea what we're doing. Like we're just so we were so focused on just finishing the school year and then getting to the US. We had the initial Christmas planned out for the day of. They still want a stuffed animal. Like my daughter's 14, my son is 12, and we sat them down this year and we're like, kids, do you still want to continue? Like it's been a tradition for many, many years, getting them the Beanie Boos, the big-eyed stuffed animals, And we sat them down like, do you just be honest. Do you want to continue this? And they're like, yeah, we love it. I'm like, all right. Well, we're just
same with my kids. They still love them.
Keep doing it.
They love them.
They still love them. So
I will say Kingston has what's the name of that book? If you give a dog a donut. Do you remember that book?
Yeah. If you give a mouse a cookie.
Oh, it's like he'll throw up. My dog will throw up if you give him a dog a donut.
So he's got that dog from that book.
I took that way too literally.
Yeah. My dog would also throw up.
Is it like if you give a mouse a cookie? Is this
it's the same series, but like they do, like if you give a dog a donut, if whatever, and some other ones.
Yeah,
But
stuff animals.
he has that dog from that book, and we gave that to him when he was like 1. He still has that same dog. Like,
Yeah.
he's going to, like, it's falling apart. His name is Wolf Wolf, and Wolf Wolf's head looks like it could fall off at any moment. But
Yeah.
he wants to keep that stuffed animal. He does not go anywhere without it. He still sleeps with it. Like, he cares deeply about that stuffed animal.
Right.
So yeah. Like,
Yeah.
I
The kids
understand.
can get
I
attached to that
understand
stuff.
about
Yeah.
that.
It's we try
Yeah.
to do
I got this bunny right here when I was 6 years old.
Oh
Look at
wow.
The eye is off. This one, see, that's
Uh-huh.
the eye. This one eye is off.
you need to put like a
This is-
pirate patch.
This has been
eye patch
sewed
there.
on because the ear
Uh-huh.
had fallen off. Then the head, yes, the head also fell off, and it's been sewn back on.
Go
You
to
know,
the
it's like
hospital. Stuffed
yeah.
animal hospital. Yeah.
This is my bunny. So maybe Wolf Wolf will be
It might.
with him.
It may, man. He needs to like put it in a Ziploc bag at this point and try to preserve it.
Right. Just preserve it as long as possible.
I had a My Buddy that I would do that with. Like a
my
My
buddy
doll.
and
Oh.
me.
Mhm. Yeah.
My
Mine was
buddy,
black, and
my
I would
buddy.
like fight him. Like, he would be my
Oh,
punching,
nice.
like my
Yeah.
punching dog.
You'd be like, I can't
Like-
punch my brother, but I'm
yeah,
gonna
doing
punch
all my
buddy.
Power Ranger stuff. Like, that was
Yeah.
my thing. He had
That
like a
makes
giant gash on his face.
Man, these fights got real with
They got
Ryan.
real. I
and
slammed
my
him
buddy.
with brick several times.
Yeah.
I can't do that to my brother.
So with my kids, we decided this year to do the theme of Planet of the Apes, and we found Beanie Boos that one was a gorilla and then one was an orangutan, because we had gone through the Planet of the Apes movie series with our kids at the
Mhm.
end of this year, the four new ones, which were good. I guess I never talked about watching through all of them.
I watched
But-
like the first 2, and then I completely forgot that there was 2 other ones.
Yeah, there's 2 others. The 4th one doesn't have the main ape. So,
Caesar?
Yeah, for reasons I won't tell, but it's not a
Okay.
huge spoiler. It's just, you get old and time passes and
And
it
you
just
die.
happens.
Yeah.
You die. So the 4th one doesn't have him, but probably I want to say this. I can't remember if our family liked the 2nd or 3rd one more, but it's a really good series to watch through.
Mhm.
And it does a lot of. I think it makes the Planet of the Apes series better. I don't know if you guys watched the old ones,
Yes,
but the old ones were like, I would say, more cult classics than actual
they were.
classics. And these
Does
were
the
these were well
new
done.
one still end with the guy on the beach screaming at them, "Damn
No.
you, dirty apes!"
No, it definitely. I mean, there are people in the movies that act like that with apes. They're like, oh, we'd never. Blah, blah, blah. Like there's, ape
I
prejudice and
I
all that
vividly
stuff.
remember the ending of that movie.
Yeah, that's a classic moment, I guess, in
Oh,
film
God.
that was very special for its time. So we did we got the Beanie Boos with the gorilla and the orangutan, and then we got them ornaments. That's another one. Every year we
Okay.
get ornaments for the kids. So we got them Hogwarts ornaments with the Sorting Hat, and then James got a Gryffindor with his name written on it, and Tasha got
Oh.
Ravenclaw with her name written on it. So
Nice.
Oh, she's
that-
a Ravenclaw.
yeah, and then they got a Funko Pop. Natasha got Edna Mode from The Incredibles with flaming glasses, where she's looking in the fire. When she tests out the, when she tests out the
When
suits
she's
and tells
testing
them
out
how
Jack
awesome
Jack
they are.
stuff and the
Yeah,
fire.
and there's like flame, and she's just like, yes. And
yeah.
my daughter just talks about Edna randomly, like just how she loves that character. So we got that for her. And then my son got Thor from Infinity War right after he gets Stormbreaker with his little scar on his face. And
Oh yeah.
called him
Yeah.
Stormbreaker.
Mhm.
And then I think we got. I feel like we got my daughter a bracelet or something, and then James. Yeah, those are the main ones that we got so far. And then so that was Christmas.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't mention what I got Claire, but
Oh
she
yeah.
got a bunch of like teenager makeup stuff, like a bunch of that
Yes.
stuff. But the big thing, she always talks about her feet being cold all the time. So we got her a foot warmer, like one of those like little blankets that's only for your feet.
Oh,
You,
okay.
you plug it in. It's like a heated blanket, but for
Have
your
you introduced her to toe socks?
toe socks? No.
Like socks with toes?
No.
You remember those?
Yes.
Oh yeah. Some people are freaked out by those.
Yeah.
Those are
I
weird.
was.
Yeah.
Yeah. You should get those for her for like her birthday or something. Be like,
Oh yeah.
It's gotta be
Love that.
fleece, or
Toe
it's gotta be fleece toe socks.
Yeah,
or something like
yeah.
that. Yeah.
it's gotta be as woolly as possible.
For
Yeah,
sure.
so the kids here, we got them the boys, all they care about right now currently is Fortnite. So
Of course.
we're just like V-Bucks. We'll just give you V-Bucks.
Just dump the V-Bucks on them. Take it
Yeah.
and go.
People that's all they really ask for, the boys. That's pretty much all they ask for. So we're like, okay, if that's what you want to do, then we will give you that. And
Yeah.
when they're gone, but we're also being the responsible parties in this, because they got them from other people as well, like other family members, like my mom and dad
Right.
got them some, and then Bernice's stepmom and her husband got them some, and like instantly blew through them, like in a day, and that day, like
Well, that's good because that's for their Christmas.
yeah, like
That's fine.
40, what was like, no, like 5,800 V-Bucks a piece gone. Like,
Yeah.
just gone.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm sure they really enjoyed it. There's a part of me
So-
that's like, good for them, enjoy
Yeah.
it. But I'll be honest, there's another part of me that feels like an old man. Like 10 years from now, are they going to look back and be like, remember that time I got
And
V-Bucks?
that's what we
right.
said.
What a magical
That's
moment.
what
They're
we
not
gonna
told them.
say
I'm
that?
like,
Oh.
because I mean, I could tell them this now from speaking from experience about dumping money into a game that you barely play now. I'm
Yeah.
like, dude, I bought like almost everything I could in Destiny, and guess what? You haven't seen me play Destiny in like 2 or 3 weeks. So you got to think about this stuff when you get older and you get tired of playing and none of your friends are playing anymore. You just wasted all that money. Like that money is sitting right there on that account, and you're not going to have anything to show for it. So we tried to tell them that, but right now they're,
Yeah, right now they're like in the height of it. They're like, Dad,
right.
shut up.
They're in
Just
the
let us
height of it. So
spend our V-Bucks.
oh
and have
yeah,
fun."
exactly. Well, we are giving them two. I think it's 2,800 cards a piece. But since they already spent their other ones from other family members, we're going to trickle it to them so that they're not
Oh yeah,
just
that's probably a good idea.
doing what they basically just did. Because
Yeah.
like, yeah, you can find stuff now, but I'm like, isn't there seasons in this? Like there's gonna be new stuff that comes out. Do you really want to get all that money now, spend all of it now, and then when the new season comes out, you see something else that you want, and you're like, yeah, exactly.
this.
No,
They're gonna
nah, we ain't
bleed
doing
you
that.
dry. Yeah.
We
it's
also
true.
gave them the gift of chores. They're gonna start doing chores. now.
Fantastic. Yes, let's
We
go.
moved their chore charts onto the fridge so that way everyone can see them. We updated them. We're gonna like actually
Man, we need
pay
to do that
attention and
hardcore
give
this
them
year.
chores.
That's kind of like an unsaid resolution for 2025 is to get the chores in order for our kids so that there's
I'm not
incentives
asking them. We don't
and
ask them
there's
to do a
like
ton.
some organization.
We don't ask them to do a ton. Like honestly, there's not a whole lot that Finley and Grayson and Kingston can do.
Right.
But like Kingston being the oldest, like I've got to try to teach him like some
Yeah.
stuff, man. Like you're gonna have to know the stuff. Like, yeah, you can live with us or whatever, but like I'm not washing your clothes, I'm not washing your dishes. You're gonna start learning how to do some things.
Yeah.
That's a
gotta
very
do
important life lesson.
At
It's not
10
it's
years
not
old,
just-
I was fully
Yeah.
washing clothes, I was washing dishes. I think I was mowing the yard at that point.
yeah.
like-
Clark, he's 10 years old. He does his own clothes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
like, at
you
some
teach
point,
him
like,
once.
yeah, I'm giving you a lot of leeway right now, but like, no, you're not gonna.
He
just
may
sit around
may
and-
not do the laundry on his own.
right.
As far as getting it started, we look at his closet and his hamper, his overflowing, like he's got like 16
Oh, yeah.
blows he's got to do, but
Right.
I'll
Yeah.
then-
you
but
just-
I'll
then-
get to it.
then
yeah.
he does it.
Yeah. Yeah. That's where I'm trying to get to.
Yeah.
so, yeah, just giving them little stuff to do around the house. But Finley, she loves anything dress up, so we got her a bunch of like the Wicked dresses. We got her some of those. I think my parents got her like the new Moana, the Moana 2 dress up thing, which
Yeah.
honestly looks the exact same as the Moana 1.
Yeah.
Whatever. And then like just some other little, she loves doing arts and crafts. So
There you go.
like one of those bead necklace sets, and I'm just like, oh god, I'm gonna find beads all over the floor, and the Gizmo's
you
gonna
are.
find beads all over the
Oh
floor.
yeah.
Better than
Pooping out
Orbeez.
beads. Yeah.
True. I would rather
Not
him poop
wrong.
out beads. Or the string that the beads are on. And then like she got a Play-Doh ice cream shop. So there's
Oh
also
man,
that.
that's classic.
Nice. That's
Yeah.
good.
Play-Doh ice cream shop. I
Glad
remember
they
that.
still make those. I'm honestly
No
glad they
doubt.
still
No
make
doubt.
those.
It's
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was Christmas in real life mostly. Like it's just been chill. We've been just
Christmas
hanging
part
out as a
2.
family. Yeah, Christmas part 2, yeah. Then I bought some stuff for my computer, but that's about it. I wanted some
Like internal
fancy-
components.
Yeah, I bought well, my brother Jordan got me some RAM for Christmas. And I was
What a
like,
great
nice.
stocking stuff for
well,
some RAM. Gotta
I
love
have
some RAM in your life.
more. I've got 4 RAM slots that I in my computer, and he
Yeah.
only bought me 2 sticks. So I was like, send me the info because I'm gonna buy those.
The
again.
other
So I
2?
have, yeah. So now I have 32 gigs of RAM.
Nice.
So I'm good. I'm good on RAM. I upgraded my processor a while ago. Like that was like 2 weeks before Christmas. I upgraded my processor. So yeah, like my computer is good now. Like I can play
Cool.
most recent games at like high or ultra settings. So
Nice.
at this point, the only thing I could do to upgrade it would be to replace the motherboard and start all that process over again. I don't feel like doing that. I don't feel like doing that right now.
Yeah.
Maybe on a Black Friday sale sometime I'll upgrade to new stuff, but like for the time being, I'm good.
Nice.
And then really Bernice like just wanted some memory cards for her camera, so I got her some more memory cards so she could take more baby pictures. As far as gaming goes, like I said, I haven't really turned Destiny on in like 2
How
or
about
3
that
weeks.
Hades on that little handheld you got?
Haven't turned that on either. I think it's dead currently. I need to charge it.
Priorities, Ryan.
It's in
Isley.
my bag that I carry around for work.
Oh, I see. You do the thing that I do with my work backpack, and I carry all my stuff home. I do no work at home, and then I
Nope.
carry the backpack
I
back. to
carry
school.
that backpack to work, and I'm like, I'm gonna get on here like in downtime, and there's no downtime
They don't let you have downtime. They're just like,
No.
get to work, sucker.
basically. So yeah, I need to charge that up. I'll charge that up tomorrow and probably do some more runs.
Yeah.
What has been taking up most of my time has been Horizon Forbidden West,
All right, that's fair.
which is
It's a quality game.
it's a great
Good.
game.
Good.
And then I mentioned this in the Married to the Games Discord as like one of the questions. I was able to procure and install and get running my favorite racing game that I ever played, which was Need for Speed Most Wanted, the 2005 version.
Nice.
Yes. That was the first Xbox 360 game I had.
Yep. I loved that game. And I got it working on my PC. So I've been
The
doing that.
the soundtrack to that is incredible. One
It
of the
is.
best soundtracks.
I turned it off and put on Spotify whenever I play.
Really?
Yeah.
Aw.
Am I not thinking of the right one?
No,
Hold
it's
on.
a good.
Maybe
It's a good soundtrack. It is a good.
maybe it's Underground. Need for Speed Underground. Maybe
Was it
that's the first.
Underground and Underground 2 was like Underground 2 was a close second for me for Most Wanted. Like I really liked the drag racing in Underground 2 was like my favorite thing to do. That was all I did. I don't think I beat another thing. I just did the drag racing. But Need for Speed Most Wanted, I beat that whole game about I had to be like 15 times.
Yeah,
And
I'll be the outlier here. I've never played more than 30 minutes of a Need for Speed game?
Oh
Okay.
no, it's Need for Speed Underground was the first Xbox 360 game I had
Okay.
because that was the one that had the Get Low soundtrack. Oh,
Oh
man,
yeah.
yeah.
Yep.
But I'm glad you guys love it.
It's just so fun.
Need for Speed's not the same as it used
It's
to
not
be.
like even like I tried to get into the Most Wanted version that they redid like in 2012 or whatever it was.
Yeah,
It was it wasn't
Nah.
good.
no.
I like those arcadey racers like how honestly, like, do you remember like a OG Ridge Racer?
Oh, that
Yeah.
I know.
Oh my
That
god.
I got into.
I love OG Racer. That
OG
would be
Ridge
like
Racer
the one
was
game I would go to when we
quality.
would go to Chuck E. Cheese. There was always a Ridge Racer cabinet, and that'd be the first place I would go. I freaking love that.
Mhm.
Yeah, those
I had that on
changed too.
PS1 back in the day. That was
I remember doing the demo disc of that like multiple
Yeah.
times.
yeah,
For
yeah.
sure. Yep.
Uh,
Same.
yeah.
Samesies.
So yeah, most of my time now has just been split between Most Wanted and Horizon. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna see if I could beat the whole game with my car that I had, because I had a Chevy Cobalt. It wasn't the SS Chevy
All right.
Cobalt, but it was a Chevy Cobalt. So I'm gonna see if I can win all the races with a Chevy
That'd be
Cobalt. It's gonna be kind of hard once I get racing the Lamborghinis.
The
and
higher
stuff.
levels. Yeah.
I think those upgrades only go so far. But like, dude, the rubber banding that they give them, like if I've played this game a lot, so I still remember all these courses. I still remember all these curves and how to do all the stuff. I'm like a good 10 to 15 seconds faster than most of these things, like most of the computers. And then all of a sudden,
They're just there.
they are just on my bumper. And I'm like, what happened? Why do
Yeah,
y'all
I
get
can't stand that.
that catch-up mechanic is ridiculous.
Yep. For sure.
So yeah, that's pretty much it for Fake Life. And then God Life, just getting back into Through the Word. With the holidays, I don't know. I just lost track of reading. So I'm getting back into it. I'm on Acts 12 or 13.
Oh man.
Yeah.
I started Acts 1 today.
Nice.
Cool.
I think I'm on Acts 4 or 5. I've like kind of like you, Ryan, and Patrick talked about it too. It's kind of hit the back burner, mainly because honestly my free time is limited. And if I just am like, hey, family that I hardly ever see, I'm gonna go in the other room and listen
Right.
to something like
Right.
I've tried to get the early mornings, but I've been staying up late hanging out with friends and family.
Right.
Most recently of which was Patrick Novosel, as we already discussed. But man, staying up late playing video games with Patrick, I love it. And we were playing that old Diablo 4, killing stuff for like 20 minutes and then recycling our bad equipment, putting on our new equipment, looking at how cool we look or how stupid we look, and then rinse and repeat. But we were usually up, I think the past 2 nights we were up to 2 a.m. playing. And the next
that's
morning,
light work for Patrick.
Yeah, that's perfect
true.
for me.
Man,
Yeah.
that's not light work for me. That is late for me.
There was one game I have not mentioned yet, and I was hoping
well.
you would mention it in your update, Lucas.
I mean, I'm going to get there.
One of the games we played. Okay, go ahead.
Don't worry.
ahead.
Don't worry. I
Okay.
got you. But yeah, and then the next morning, both those mornings, my body woke me up at 8. So max I got was 6 hours of sleep, and I was feeling a little bit. And but I still was having fun, good times, and great oldies. So yeah, I was just interjecting there. Do you have anything else, Ryan, that you want to share?
The
Lay
only
anything
other
else on the
thing
table?
is my brother, the real Nissan Al-Gaib.
Yes.
Nissan Al-Gaib?
Nissan Al-Gaib?
Yep.
I don't know what that was. Don't worry about it.
Gabib? Did you say Gabib?
He did.
Yep. Got me.
We like a couple of days ago, I was like, hey, you've been writing in the Discord like how you're trying to get back into the Word and everything.
Yeah.
You want to do a
Yeah.
Bible in a year plan. So I
Let's go.
started a Bible in a year plan. with my brother.
That's
so
awesome.
we're doing the Bible project, Bible in a Year.
Let's go.
Oh,
So-
good one.
That is a good
Eventually,
one.
I will try to get him into, if it coincides, I'll try to get him into one of the Through the Word
Yeah.
things with
I mean,
us.
even doing, I'll be honest, even going from little to Bible in a year, that's a big jump. So
I did ask him. I was like, "What are you trying to
be
accomplish?"
forgiving
Like,
and merciful.
Yeah,
And if it's
I
like
am.
more like Bible in a year and a half, that's fine.
That's totally
There's
fine.
no
man.
scripture that says, hey, you got to read the
done this
Bible
plan
annually.
already. Like, I think this is going to be like my third time going through this plan.
Yeah. Enjoy it, discuss it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Cool.
I'm
Well,
happy.
I'll
get
just
him in.
roll right off of that. I also started a Bible in a year plan as
The
a
shred?
like no, that's not Bible in a year. That's
Ah.
Bible in 30 days. I'm
That's
doing
true.
that I'm going to do that in June and July with a buddy that I work with that I have like accountability with and hang out and talk with a lot. We're
All
going to do it. We're going to like listen. We're going to read and listen every day together, like
Okay.
during June and July. So we can kind of do it together, Ryan, just, separately, obviously, because we're in two different countries, but
Yeah, I'll join you. Like, if you start it in June,
I'll have the plan, and
Yeah.
then I'll let
send
you
me
know
the
when we're
invite. I'll
gonna
do
start.
it.
Yep,
I
and
planned
we'll
on
do it
doing
together.
another shred at some point this year anyway.
But I think like I need a Bible plan that I really wanted. I haven't done a Bible 1 year plan in a while, and I wanted something that was a good base that didn't take a whole lot of time, but would actually be like something I could do like every day, no matter what. Whereas there's other like studies and plans that I'm doing that I can't do them every day, or
Right.
like it kind of is like, okay, I have a good chunk of time I'm going to do, I'm going to study this or that. But I wanted something that is like every day, 20 minutes. And so I'm doing the Bible recap, and it's in chronological order.
Oh, that's a good one. My wife's just started doing that one.
Did she? Nice.
Yeah, my
So-
one the guy that was on here, Aaron Nelson, our
Yeah.
guest. He
Yeah.
started doing the Bible recap plan. I think it's my
Nice.
whole church. I think it's church wide. So she joined
Nice.
the
That's
group.
cool.
So yeah, they're doing that one.
So I've been enjoying it too far. I'm 2 days in. Pretty much the rhythm while I was at Patrick's house was we'd stay up till 2 a.m. and then I would wake up in the morning around 8 and I go upstairs and there's Mel and Ellie hanging out, having quiet time. And I'm like, well, I'm going to join you. And it was great. Like we had quiet time, got coffee, and then usually an hour later, Patrick would pop out. And then the boys would come out, and it was like a herd of elephants had just woken up. Only the first
two
one.
of them.
Oh, brother, you don't understand.
You
When our
underestimate.
sons, yeah. When
Heavy feet.
Lucas Jr. and Patrick Jr. are hanging out together, it amplifies the sound, the craziness, the nonsensical nature in which they act and talk and everything else. Like, it's hilarious. And at the same time, at 8, 9, 10 o'clock in the morning, it's too much. So the second morning,
I
Mel did like a
understand.
preemptive, like, you're going to stay in your room and hang out together for the next couple hours. So
Yeah, make
Shoot.
fart noises in
yeah,
each
do your
other's
fart
vicinity.
noises, do your shooting each other with skibbity toilet, finger guns, whatever,
Oh, my
on your
gosh.
own. Yeah. So watching them, I told Patrick today, it's like, dude, it's like seeing an alternate universe where Patrick and I were 10, 11, 12 years old and we were buddies. Like, I'm like, at least we get to see it with our sons, because they were like instant friends and they just pick up where they leave off every time they hang out. Like,
That's
it's
awesome.
great. So I really enjoyed that rhythm, and that's going to be like, something that is just going to continue here at where I'm the last 2 weeks. They also have quiet mornings for the most part. They do turn on the news very loudly in the morning, but for the most part, I can get some quiet time in the morning, and so that'll be nice. But in my update, that's the biggest thing in God Life, doing the Bible recap. I'm going to do that. I'm going to continue with Through the Word, even though I'm going to continue to work in chunks.
Yeah, that's
and
fine.
just do like multiple chapters in a day when I get chunks of time free.
Yeah,
it's the
that's
same
what I've
with
been doing, like trying to just do multiple chapters in
be
a
like,
day
okay,
when
I
I
got
get
a
time.
chapter and I'm going to do one more chapter.
Yeah.
And then it doesn't help too. Like, a lot of times, again, I do my listening in drives to places by myself or while I'm doing
Mhm.
dishes, and I don't Like I'm trying to help a little bit. I'm not being a freeloader at these people's houses, but
Right.
I don't do as much dishes. Like, and we
Right.
don't do any cooking really. So, but it's, I still have the plan I had started last year at the beginning of last year that I still have a couple months to finish. But that one's one I like to do like 3. I do like on Saturdays, I do like 3 sections, which total at least 16 chapters of the Bible. It takes me like 3 hours.
Yeah.
And I do supplemental extra stuff. And that plan is going to take me longer to finish, but I really have loved the way I've been doing it, the way stuff matches up in the Bible. People, if you read just like one section of the Bible at a time and go through, that's great. But if you read multiple sections and then you see how the Old Testament and the New Testament connect, when you see how God
is that the what
forever,
plan is that?
That's the Machine.
Yeah.
Machine.
Yeah.
I think that's how you pronounce it.
I need to do that one.
But it has historical Old Testament, prophet Old Testament, and then you go through Psalms and New Testament twice through the whole year, and then the other New Testament parts.
Okay.
It does, or Psalms and New Testament. It's really great, and I love when stuff connects, and which is more often than not, stuff connects in a very divine, God, Jesus doing His thing kind of way. Like I love it. It's very encouraging, and just reminds you how awesome He is. So, how His promises and truth are life-giving and eternal. But yeah, so that's God Life. In Fake Life, Patrick and I also played Vampire Survivors.
We did, sure.
Yeah, that's
not the game I'm thinking of. Is that?
Oh, okay. So that one, the one I'm thinking of, we only did one
co-op,
session.
How is Vampire Survivors co-op?
It's the same as playing single player.
You take turns upgrading your stuff, but what's weird about it is you know how in Vampire Survivors you have the combos, like if you get 2 items that then can become a super item.
Yeah.
You don't have to have both the items. We didn't figure that out till like towards the end of our playtime. But
like one person has one item, one person has
as long as one person and the other person have it, the person who has the main weapon will get the mega upgrade or whatever. Like their Bible will turn into the mega
so
Bible.
It can help out the entire team.
Okay.
Yeah. But it's pretty cool. It's doable. Like I felt like we did a fairly good job at working together.
We got the death every single time.
Yeah.
Nice.
I mean, he lit us up as is tradition. I know there's a way.
I
know there are ways to beat death, but we didn't get there.
I got to death one time and he absolutely stomped me out. I was like, okay.
Yeah.
I will say Patrick was usually the one who lasted the longest. Like he usually got the tiramisu cake that gives you revivals, and he would like die, come back, die, come back, die, come back until finally he didn't come back.
I'm not done yet. I ain't hear no bell.
You can't hold me down. I could do this all day. But that was fun playing Vampire Survivors. That was another daytime, and we played Minecraft Dungeons. Is that the one you were?
Nope, that's not.
Okay, that wasn't the one.
We
We did play Minecraft Dungeons.
Okay.
We played. So this is one thing that's cool is Minecraft Dungeons, as we've talked in the past, has a roguelike area called the Tower, and you start with nothing, and then you work your way up, and you beat like 27 levels, and at the end you get a gilded, cool weapon, bow or armor. And with Patrick and Clark, we did the Tower once, and Patrick showed me a glitch where if you go to the reward and then you quit out and you reload that over and over and over again, it continues to add 3 levels each time you do it. And so then you do that until it reaches the max level that you can do. And so we did that, and he stacked me up. But of course, once he stacked me up, we stopped playing Minecraft Dungeons. We played other stuff. So I didn't actually get to use the stuff that I got, but it was cool to. It's saved on there. So when I get back to,
I used to play
Brazil,
Minecraft Dungeons. I need to re-download that.
Yeah, re-download it, and we boot that up. We're gonna wreck shop. I'm gonna join.
And if
Clark
y'all are
and
actually gonna
Patrick.
play Diablo 4, I will re-download it and try.
We are. Yeah.
Okay.
So,
I'm definitely going to be playing that solo. Sorry, Lucas, but I'm going to do that.
No, it's okay.
I'm having.
Can you play with a different character solo at least?
Huh?
Like,
He
can
said
you not?
play on a different character than your.
Why would I do
one
that?
you started with?
Well, you can have a character that you play solo, and then the character that we started together, We play
Yeah,
those.
so you
together.
level up at the same time. You share the experience.
Okay, hold on. All right.
Patrick said no.
Okay. If
What a
we play
stinker pants.
on a regular basis,
Once a week.
I will create another character.
Okay.
If we do not play on a regular basis, you're out of luck. I'm going to be on this main character all the time.
he's gonna
Okay.
he's gonna be like level 500. You're gonna be coming in like level 4.
He's such
He's
a
gonna
punk.
one shot everything.
Like the thing is what we did, he'll be able to do in one night. Like he will catch up to where he already is right now, and then he will continue on. So starting another character is not that difficult a thing. You just can't be the barbarian. You just
It's
have
not
to. I mean, you can make
difficult.
another barbarian. You can make a
the one where you can like
make
the
a druid.
mage or whatever. Is
Yeah.
that the druid? The mage? Or
No,
you shoot
the
lightning
mage
and all
is
that
the mage.
stuff? Oh, okay. Yeah, I would definitely be a mage.
I don't remember
for
which
my
Test
second
out other
character.
characters. Test out other characters solo. Save your barbarian for you and me time, and then
Okay.
I will dedicate. I will do my best to dedicate once a week. Is that
Okay.
is that okay?
for 6 hours.
Are you trying to make this like a
Yes.
D&D campaign? Like,
Sorry,
much.
and timer started.
Yeah. 6 hours later, I'm like snoring on the
Jeez.
couch. Patrick's like, "Are you coming, dude? Are you coming? Are you done
Here we-
upgrading?"
All right. I looked at my phone out of my watch as I did that, and Claire responded to, let's circle back. Put a pin in Diablo. Let's circle back to Wicked. And Claire ranked it like an 8 out of 10. I thought it was pretty good, maybe a 9. So she's like right,
All right.
there with
8.5.
us.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
That's pretty
Good job, Claire.
Yeah.
We accept, Claire. We like your rating.
If you ever got kicked out of your house, you could come live here.
That is cool. We
Pin
played
out.
Pin Out. Minecraft Dungeons was cool. Diablo, as we already said. We also played Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Splintered Fate.
That's
Me,
another game we
Patrick,
played. Yeah. Mhm.
And
Not
Mark.
the game I'm talking about yet.
Oh my gosh, I'm totally blanking on what the game was. Why am I not remembering what game?
Splintered Fate
Patrick,
was
he
really
awake
fun.
when he was he
It was
awake
fun.
for the
Yes,
playing
No,
of
it
it?
I
might
was
have.
awake.
Yeah.
Did we play this multiple times that you're thinking?
We only played it once. No.
Okay. Well, we played Splintered Fate and it was fun. I like it. I don't know
How's
yet
that
if I
co-op?
think I'm gonna
That
get
one's
it.
pretty good.
I'm gonna keep an eye out to see if it goes on sale. So maybe you guys can help me keep
It's on
updated. 'Cause I'm not
Switch. Yeah.
yeah, it's on Switch. So I
Switch
would
is on
definitely
Switch.
consider it a roguelike to play in the future if it goes on
Yeah.
sale. I'm not gonna get a full price, but it
We
it
also
was
had
fun.
3 players. It was me, Lucas, and Mark. And
Yep. We beat
Mark
the game.
had one of the best, like one of
Setups.
the, yeah, you have your attack, your special, and your tool.
Uh-huh.
He had the best tool in the game where that just rains meteor showers on the enemies.
Which never to me occurred to be a power for a Ninja Turtle. But I was like, you know what? It's Wreck and Shop. I don't care.
yeah. But he had the best one, so we were able to.
And then Patrick
dominate.
had the sweatiest feature on his character, Michelangelo, where he had this water power that just make it look like he was sweating all the time, like just water pouring out of his
It's-
character.
He's
If
like
anybody
running,
got
boys,
near
like-
me,
Sweat, yeah,
yeah, they got
Like
they
sweaty
got damaged
tryhard.
with water.
yeah.
The
He
old
like
water
sweat all
damage.
over the enemies, and they were like,
Good
"Oh my
old
gosh,
water.
this smells so bad." I did.
Mm.
So we played that. That was fun. And then
It's
We
$30 on
played-
Steam, dude.
It's just to let you know. I played this game for maybe 15 hours, I think it was, and I beat it. But
Uh-huh.
again, the story did not end.
Yeah, I
There's
remember you
DLC
saying that.
that's coming out later this year.
There is a DLC coming out.
Yeah.
I'm
But
not
Lucas-
doubting that it's good. I'm just trying to figure out where. Are you playing it on your computer?
On Steam.
I'm saying
my
it's,
Steam,
playing on
sorry, my Steam
it's
Deck.
20. It's $20 on Nintendo Switch.
Is it crossplay?
I
doubt it.
don't think so.
I
If there's
highly
online
doubt it.
online co-op, but we didn't try it. We only did local co-op.
Yeah, and I'm definitely not going to get it on PC, Mac, whatever. Like I will get it on Switch. The end. Oh, it is on sale. It's on sale for 20. It's on sale for 20. It is normally 30. Oh, I might have to get it. Is that?
It's on
I mean,
sale on Switch
35%
right now?
off. Is 35% off? That's pretty good, right? That's good enough.
That's
Usually I
pretty
go
good.
for 50%, but 35's good
I
enough.
usually try to go for like 40 or higher, but 35 is not bad.
It's just the thing is, am I going to play it in the next month or two? I doubt it.
Are you going to be playing that or Hades? That's the question.
So, funnily enough,
He put a fair amount of Hades while he was here.
I'm sure he did.
so listen, the thing is in the morning it was downtime, and
I thought you
There's a
were
little
reading the
time.
Bible.
I was, but
Morning.
no, hey, I read and meditated and prayed. It was a good time, but eventually I was like, I got 30 minutes. I can, and because when Patrick came out, what was Patrick doing? He was Bing searching for why, Bing searching for why, Bing searching for why,
do it all.
Bing
Man,
searching for
I
why,
fell off of that
why.
so hard. I need to.
Oh,
popping
I
all
haven't
this
done my
stuff.
searches
I
yet
was like-
today. Thank you for the reminder.
And so I was like, well, while he's doing that, I'm gonna play some Hades. I've in the new year, I have now beat Hades twice. Once yesterday, once today.
I was about to say it's only day 2 of the new year.
I know, but I can go through. I can do a run so fast now. It's not a big deal. And then I had a hour and a half car ride home, and I split the time with my son. He got it for 45 minutes, and I'm like, and now it's my turn. And so I got it for 45 minutes, and that was long enough for me to do a quick run and beat Hades. So yeah. I'm gonna favorite or keep an eye out on the Splintered Fate. Probably get it in the future.
How
but
long
for
does
right
it say
now,
it's on sale for? Or does it
till
show?
the 6th of January.
Okay, so next Monday.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna think about it, and then I might just buy it and put it in my back pocket. So all right, Patrick, I'm blanking. What game did we play besides that? Can you give me a hint?
Let's see. Worms. Let's see what else, what other
Worms.
yellow versus blue. Guns. Platforms. Hilariousness.
You sure this was with me?
Yes. We
What
were
did we-
laughing
okay.
for an hour playing this game.
Was Lucas still
the
conscious?
Stickman game.
Stick fight
Right?
the game.
Stick fight.
Stick fight the game. That's right. That was a flash in the pan, man. We had that's the hardest. Like that 1 hour is the most we laughed, all condensed into. I mean, we laughed so hard playing that game. I totally forgot about that. We did. We played Stickman the fight or whatever. Stick fight the
Fight
man.
the
Stick
game.
fight the game. My kids have that game.
It was
Oh, man,
hilarious.
it's so
It's
incredible.
pretty funny. I'm not
There's
gonna lie. It's
with-
pretty
it just there's no like menu or anything. It just throws you into the
funny. Yeah,
game.
no, I was like, go.
Kill each other. I'm like,
yeah, it's
okay.
like, go. Figure it out. You'll figure it
And
out.
I know I was the first one, and this happened every single time. Whoever got the snake bazooka, they died. Like automatically. You're like, I got the snake bazooka, I'm gonna shoot you. And those snakes turned on you so fast.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
you'd shoot them and they'd be like, oh, we're coming after you
If
first.
they hit a
And
wall
dead.
anywhere, they're like,
Yeah.
Or you get the shotgun and you shoot and it blows you off
And
the
it blows
screen.
you
You're
off
I
dead.
the
blew
map,
off the
yeah.
screen so many times with the weapons. I was so ticked. I was like, I finally shoot Patrick in the face. Oh, never mind. I'm dead.
Yep.
Yeah. It was
Yeah.
hilarious.
Patrick, do you have boomerang foo?
No. I don't know
Oh,
what
I
that
have
is.
boomerang foo.
You have boomerang foo. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
that's
it's
another-
fun. I've only played it with James. I haven't played it with 4 players yet.
That's another
pretty
good.
good.
One. Boomerang foo is pretty fun. I think
My
y'all would
favorite
have
is
fun with that one.
still Towerfall Ascension with the arrows.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
that's
Tower-
easily still the best party game. But Stickman the fight, if like, can we do more? We can do more than 2 people, right, Ryan?
I would assume so. It looked like it. That you could
Think
play at
it's-
least 4 players.
Local. Yeah, it's like local 4.
Oh,
At
if
least
I could,
4.
if we would get that and play 4 people, if we would have been able to play with our sons, that would have been fun. I mean, we would have wrecked
Man,
them, but
missed
it would
opportunity.
have been fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, really missed opportunity. So yeah, that was a fun game. It's cool, fun time.
That was really fun.
And then in real life, Patrick mentioned some of the stuff. We did go to his wife's family's gathering that they do every year, January 1st. They do a bonfire. They watch football all outside. That was fun. I can't remember the last time I watched TV outside in 30, what felt like, frigid, freezing temperatures where I could barely feel my fingers, but there was a huge
Yeah.
fire in front of us, so we could stand near that and then watch Texas almost lose and then win, and then watch Ohio State just wipe the floor with Oregon. It was good times. So we did that, met a bunch of family. Yeah, sorry, I said that wrong. Maybe I said it wrong on purpose because you can be yourself here. And then I met Patrick's adopted parents, Pat, and what's your father-in-law's name?
Mark.
All right, Mark.
Very easy to remember.
Mark with a K. Yes.
Yeah.
They're lovely people, and I thought that they were Patrick's adopted parents because like
Lucas turned to me like, "Are you sure these aren't your parents?"
These aren't actually your
I
parents.
hope not.
Yeah, that would be
I
weird.
really, really hope
That would not work out. Yeah, but it's just like,
are we suddenly in Alabama?
yeah. Ding, 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 ding.
I mean, something about Ohio is the Skibbity Ohio.
It is Skibbity Ohio Sigma.
It's the northern Alabama.
Yeah. But when Pat, so Pat, the mother-in-law, so the mother-in-law's name is Pat, and Patrick's name is Pat. She came up to me and she's like, hugs, and I'm like, finally somebody that just goes all in on the hugs. Like, that's just not common here in the US, and I get hug sick, if that makes sense. I get like people get homesick. I get hug sick. I need hugs. Like, and she was just like, let's go, let's hug. And
I think
Patrick's
that's the thing I'm
one
most
that's
jealous about is that you got like all the Novacell hugs
Oh, man.
when y'all are together.
I mean, if you add up all the hugging Patrick and I did, it equally equaled 5 minutes at least.
At least.
At least. We
Yeah.
hugged some
Patrick, I
long
need you to
stretches
hold me.
someday.
Yeah, well, there were times where we would hug first. I was like, "You're gonna get hugged last." He's like, "Why?" I was like, "You're right. Let's hug first and last."
Exactly. That was right at the end when we said goodbye to each
Yeah.
other. But they were lovely people. Mel's family's lovely. It was fun to hang out with them. Everybody has great pets. Like Patrick has Ellie, who's just a sweet dog that loves to stare at you when you have food, but she also loves to love you when you don't have food and like lick up your nostril and let you pick her up like a little baby. She's just a fun little puppy dog. And then like there's also, everybody has just wonderful pets. There was also Oreo, aka the actual dog's name is, I forget what the real name is.
You can call her Oreo. It's fine. Other people
Yeah.
call her Oreo. Her
That
name's
was,
Penny.
Penny, that's what it was.
Yeah.
Mel's brother-in-law, their family, they have a little Shih Tzu that it's just looks like cookies and cream. Like really, it's cookies and
Aw.
cream as the dog should be the dog's name because just had that perfect white black spread that looked like cookies and cream.
Oh.
And which Ellie loved a little too much sometimes. And then yeah, it got
Dominance.
real. It got real. Yeah, there's all kinds of dominance going on. But it's just like two little dogs, so it's not the
I
same
know.
as the big
It's
dogs.
like,
and it's
y'all
like,
ain't doing anything.
you're not there. You don't even know. My kids were so confused. They were like, "But Ellie's a girl dog," and I'm like, "Well,
When two dogs love each
the
other.
thing
very
is, they weren't educated like you were. So don't worry.
dominance. It's a dominance thing.
It's a
Yeah.
dominance thing. That's it. Yeah. And then, besides that, right at the end, we went to the international grocery store of Jungle Gyms, and I love root beer. So I think the last 15 minutes, we just walked through the soda and root beer aisle, and I just looked at all the root beers and was like, I need extra time so I can buy like a dozen of these and taste test them. And I could start my own root beer channel if I had access to root beer like that. Like I would just taste all the root beers, rank them. I love root beer. So yeah, Jungle Gyms is fun. It has food from all over the world. And we went to the Brazil section and they had crappy selections of stuff.
They're like,
best-
no one eats
seriously,
this. No one
did
eats
you notice-
this.
Did you notice this, Patrick? The best like soda pop that Brazil has to offer was in a corner, like not even displayed. The Guaraná, the Antarctica Guaraná.
Oh no, I didn't see it. No.
yeah, exactly.
I saw
Because
the
they hid it in a
pouch
corner.
casual. I saw the
Yeah,
pouch
you saw the
casual.
pouch casual. They had
I
other
grabbed
stuff
a
that was
bag of that.
okay. You did. You're gonna enjoy that with your family, and I'll be happy. But the best pop, the soda pop, they didn't even display it. Like, it was just in a far corner by itself, wrapped up in plastic. And I'm just like, are you guys serious? You have the best pop here, and you're not putting it out for people to look at and see and take. So I definitely questioned their presentation of Brazil and the food choices they have, but it was still cool to see that in the States and walk around. That's become a regular visit. Jungle Jim's.
Okay.
International grocery store. I don't know.
We don't have one of those around here. The closest thing we have would be like World Market, I think.
Yeah. This Jungle Jim's, it is massive.
It's
Okay.
huge.
Like
Huge. Yeah. Good stuff. But that's about it. So I'm going to put a pin in this, and we're going to continue next time sharing the joiners' thoughts on New Year's and such. And this is why, not just because it's been an hour and 40 minutes and we ain't got no time to go through everybody's responses, but Patrick asked a few questions in the Discord and people answered, and we need to be prepared to answer these questions.
They did answer.
We need to be prepared to answer these questions next week. So you guys, you've been told now. Patrick said, and I quote, "Got any New Year's resolutions? What were your top games and movies in 2024? And then feel free to throw in any IFL, Urgle, whatever updates." I'm like,
Fergal.
Patrick, are you serious? You just made the podcast 3 hours long with all that.
Yeah, next podcast could
We've
literally
done it before.
if everyone just answers the question, like answers that call out, we could just do a podcast of just answering.
I need you guys to be
Sounds
ready.
like that's what's next week.
Next week, we're going to give resolutions. We are going to give our top resolution. We're going to give top 3 movies, top 3 games, and then we're going to also share what the joiners had to
Honorable
say.
mentions as well.
Of course, that's a given.
Yeah,
honorable mentions.
right.
Come on. So,
Come on.
with that being said, I'm not going to say how about you joiners. You're going to share what's new with you in your neck of the woods, but next week I do have to cover some quick housekeeping, and then I got to go because I got family things to do. That is the complication of traveling and podcasting, but it's fine. We're breezy, so we got this.
We're breezy.
So let's do some quick housekeeping off you towels, pillows, Andy's Candies, and connect you with the GMGU on X, Discord, Facebook, Instagram. You can share what's new with you, just like people in the Discord did. Tune in next week to hear what they did. If you'd rather connect with us visually or spectatorly, there's YouTube, Twitch, a plethora of other joiners may or not be streaming. So get to the Discord, click them links, check them out. Patreon and our merch page is also available, so you can support and gear up with us. Click that one link to rule them all, either in our bio or show notes. You can type it out real quick, linktree.com/thegmgpod. And of course, if you can't toss your attention or a coin to your podcasters, but still the giving type, please rate and review us on Apple Podcasts, Podchaser, and Spotify. It helps us reach new joiners through stars, exclamation marks, and your feedback, so let your voice be heard, literally, if you like. 929 GMG guys. Leave a voicemail. Alrighty then. Pat, Ryan, and along with you, our beloved friends, family, and joiners, go get your good morning this week, and may God bless and guide your lives as you live, as you work, and as you game.
1, 2, 3, 4.